So good morning. In our last class, we were discussing about some of the important points regarding electric potential, and I have told you potential due to a positive charge will be positive. We write potential due to a positive source charge as V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R, whereas that due to a negative source charge as V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q by R, right? So positive source charge idre potential positive agtade, and if the source charge is negative, the potential becomes negative 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q by R very well. And then I have also told you potential at a point due to many charges can be algebraically added. Potential at a point due to many charges will be the algebraic sum of potentials present at that point due to individual charges. ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಂದ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅದೇ ನೋಡಿ ಅದಿಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, if you add those potentials algebraically, that gives us the total potential due to system of charges. With this understanding of electric potential, we will now try to derive a relationship between electric field and electric potential. See, there exists a relationship between electric field and electric potential. We need to derive it. We need to derive a relationship between electric field and electric potential. Electric field and electric potential madhya relationship. Generally, we know that electric field is generally represented by electric field. The electric field due to a point charge is generally represented by E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. Correct? Electric field is inversely proportional to square of the distance. 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by R square can be written as R into R. This doesn't make any difference. 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q divided by R into R anta ಬರೀಬಹುದು R square. Can you tell me what is this factor? Can you tell me what is this factor? E factor ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. What is this factor? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. So we can write this as E is equals to, we know that 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R is V divided by, we are left out with this R. This is the relationship between electric field and electric potential. Actually, you can always express electric field in terms of electric potential. E is equals to V divided by R anta ಬರೀಬಹುದು, right? We'll prove this in a different way. Right? We'll prove this with some significance. ಇದನ್ನೇ prove ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. We need to show that E is equals to V by R, but with some significances. So to do this, we'll first write the heading. We'll now obtain a relationship between electric field and electric potential. Electric field and electric potential. So to obtain relationship between electric field and electric potential, we will consider a source charge plus Q. See, wherever the concepts of electric field and electric potential arise, it is important that you consider a source charge. A source charge is always responsible for electric field and electric potential. So let us suppose plus Q be a source charge placed at point O in vacuum, right? Due to a source charge, due to a positive source charge, can you tell me the direction of the electric field, whether the electric field due to a positive source charge will be radially outward or it will be inward? Electric field direction ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? Can you tell me the direction of the electric field? Can you tell me the direction of the electric field due to positive source charge. Yes. So outward irbakala, due to a positive source charge, the electric field must be radially outward. So we will first represent that electric field. Let this be the electric field, direction of electric field due to a positive source charge. Is the electric field due to a positive source charge. We will now consider some 2 points in this electric field. Let A and B be the 2 points in the electric field, and we will place a test charge Q naught at point A. In order to move the test charge Q naught from point A to point B over a displacement dx, we will have to do work. Notary potential concept introduce madlebek. You must introduce the idea of potential. So what I have done is I have considered 2 points in the electric field A and B. In order to move a test charge from one point to another point in the electric field, you will have to do work. Let us suppose we have to move a test charge Q naught from point A to point B over a displacement dx, right? Now, in order to move this test charge from point A to point B, we will have to do work. We know what is that work done to move the test charge, unit positive test charge, from one point to another point in the electric field called as. Can you tell me what is this work done to move a test charge from one point to another point in the electric field called as? Our work done ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? What is that work done called as? What is that work done? Potential difference. Yes. So we have to now define potential difference. We have to now define potential difference. So we can define potential difference as, we'll write the explanation as well. We know that potential difference between A and B is defined as dV is equals to, potential difference is represented by dV and is defined as dW divided by Q naught. Correct? Potential difference is defined as the amount of work done to move a unit positive test charge from one point to another point in the electric field. This is how potential difference is defined. We can write this potential difference dV as equals to, see, dW is the work done. Work done can be written as force into displacement. Work done can be written as force into displacement. Since the displacement is in a direction opposite to the direction of the electric field. See, the electric field is towards right and we are moving the charge towards left. We are moving the charge in a direction opposite to the direction of electric field. So we write work done as minus F into dx divided by Q naught. I have written work done as minus F into dx. Work done is written as minus F into dx. Negative sign shows that the charge Q naught is moved in a direction. The charge Q naught is moved in a direction opposite to the direction of electric field. It is moved in a direction opposite to the direction of electric field. Correct? We have moved the charge in a direction opposite to the direction of electric field. That's the significance of negative sign. Now we can write dV as equal to We'll retain this minus sign as it is, minus hage bariri. Can you tell me what is force experienced by a unit positive test charge called as F by Q naught? Force experienced by a unit positive test charge. Force experienced by a unit positive test charge. Force experienced. So we can write this F by Q naught as E, electric field. Correct? Force experienced by unit positive test charge is electric field. Minus as it is bariri, F by Q naught is nothing but electric field E into dx. So we can here write, since F by Q naught, force experienced by unit positive test charge, is nothing but electric field strength. Force force experienced by unit positive test charge is nothing but electric field strength. So dV is equals to, I have written minus sign as it is, F by Q naught is written as E into dx. I can write this as E is equals to, I write the expression for E equation madri. E is equals to minus dV divided by dx. The minus sign akade kalsri, dx denominator tagomari. This is the relationship between electric field and electric potential. This is the relationship between electric field and electric potential. Note, electric field is potential difference divided by distance, right? This is the relationship between electric field and electric potential. E dV by dx term enadala, dV by dx. This is actually called as potential gradient. We call these kind of terms as potential gradient. This is now potential gradient. See, dV is potential difference, dx is distance. Dx is distance. So this dV is change in potential with respect to change in distance. If some quantity is changing with respect to distance, we call that quantity as a gradient. We call that quantity as a gradient. Yaudadru one quantity distance jote change ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಆ quantities na ನಾವು gradients ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Suppose this is a metal rod, and if I start heating this metal rod at this end, the temperature of E end ashte heat madini, there is no heating at the other end. If I go on heating this end for some longer duration of time, the complete rod gets heated up. If you start measuring the temperature from the end which is heated to the other end, ಈ end heat ಮಾಡಿವಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು end ವರೆಗೂ temperature measure ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ. Whether the temperature remains constant or it goes on decreasing from the heated end to the other end. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ನೀವು temperature measure ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ the temperature of the rod will be constant at each and every point, or it goes on decreasing. As the length of the rod increases, the temperature remains constant or the temperature decreases. Temperature decreases as you go on heating the rod at one end, and if you measure the temperature all over the length of the rod, as the length of the rod from the heated end, E end in the length increase adangella temperature decrease aagta hogtadalla, we say it is temperature gradient. It is temperature gradient. There is change in temperature with distance. Distance increase adangella temperature decrease aagtade. We say it is a temperature gradient, right? So if any physical quantity changes with distance, we call such quantities as gradients. If temperature changes with distance, it is temperature gradient. If potential difference changes with distance, it is called potential gradient, and so on, right? So this is the idea of gradient. As I was telling you, dV by dx is called as potential gradient, and if you observe here, electric field has come out to be equal to minus dV by dx. So we say electric field is a negative potential gradient. Electric field is a negative potential gradient. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಗ್ರೇಡಿಯಂಟ್ ಏನ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ? ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ electric field is a negative potential gradient. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. What does it mean? Try to understand its meaning. ಇದರದ್ದು meaning ಏನು ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Suppose we have a source charge here. Suppose this is a source charge, right? Here is point A, here is point B, here is point C, this is point D. This is positive source charge, so this will be the direction of the electric field. This is the direction of the electric field. Is this right? Due to a positive source charge, electric field must be radially outward. E is equals to minus dV by dx andre artha enu nodri. I have told you dV by dx represents change in potential with distance. Negative sign then significance antandre, suppose a charge starts, suppose this is a charge. If a charge starts moving in the direction of the electric field, if the charge starts moving in the direction of the electric field, what happens to its potential? What happens to its potential in the direction of the electric field? A in the B move ಆಗ್ತದೆ, B in the C move ಆಗ್ತದೆ, C in the D move ಆಗ್ತದೆ, D in the E, so on. Can you tell me what happens to its potential continuously? Whether its potential continuously increases or it decreases. Whether its potential increases or decreases. Increase ಆಗ್ತದೆ, decrease ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದ್ರೆ 0 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ so if a charge is moved in the direction of the electric field, the potential is going to be decreased. That's the significance of negative sign. Negative sign shows that electric potential decreases in the direction of the electric field. Right? If the distance, if there is change in distance in the direction of the electric field, and if you are walking in the direction of the electric field, the potential is going to be decreased. Negative sign shows this, right? So we'll write that. Negative sign shows that electric potential decreases in the direction of the electric field. Negative sign shows that electric potential decreases in the direction of the electric field. In the direction of the electric field. So if a charge moves in the direction of the electric field, it means that the charge is moving towards higher potential point or the charge is moving towards lower potential point. If a charge moves in the direction of the electric field, say the charge moves from A to B, and if this is the direction of the electric field, what do you say about the charge? Whether the charge is moving from higher potential point to lower potential point, or it is moving from lower potential point to higher potential point? If the charge moves in the direction of the electric field, the charge is moving from higher potential point to lower potential point, or from lower potential point to higher potential point. Yes. So if a charge happens to move in the direction of the electric field, it always means that the charge is moving from a higher potential point to a lower potential point. Yes. Low to high alla. It is moving from higher potential point to lower potential point. See, that's the significance of this negative sign. Negative sign shows that in the direction of the electric field, the potential decreases. Electric field direction nage enadru ಒಂದು charge move ಆದರೆ ಆ charge ದು potential decrease ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. A ಹತ್ರ potential 10 volts, B ಹತ್ರ potential 5 volts. So if the charge moves in the direction of the electric field, the charge is like moving from 10 volts to 5 volt region. The potential of the charge decreases. Is this clear? Yes. So this is regarding the relationship between electric field and electric potential. So we'll quickly see what we have done in this relationship. In order to obtain the relationship between electric field and electric potential, I have considered a source charge plus Q placed at point O in vacuum. Right? This source charge is going to produce electric field. That electric field is radially outward due to a positive source charge. Electric field is radially outward, and that is represented as E vector. E vector is the electric field due to source charge plus Q. In this electric field, I have considered 2 points A and B. Right? I have placed a test charge Q naught at point A, and in order to move this test charge Q naught from point A to point B, we'll have to do some work, right? And that work done to move the test charge from one point to another point in the electric field is defined as potential difference. Istu diagram haki, you need to write the explanation. Let plus Q be the source charge placed at point O. E is the electric field. Q naught is the test charge placed at point A. Dx is the distance between A and B. Let us suppose, in order to move the test charge from A to B, we have done dW amount of work. dW is the amount of work done to move the charge from A to B. To move the charge from A to B. Now we have to define potential difference between A and B. Potential difference between A and B is defined as dV is equals to dW by Q naught. This is the formula for potential difference. dV is equals to dW by Q naught. dV is equals to dW is written as minus F into dx. Work done is force into displacement. Here the displacement is in a direction opposite to the direction of the electric field. So we are taking it negative. Minus F into dx anta baridi work done divided by Q naught as it is. Negative sign and signify mark that is to be written. You just retain this negative sign as it is. dV is equals to minus F by Q naught is electric field strength E into dx. You form the equation for E. E is equals to minus dV by dx. Right? So electric field is the negative potential gradient. We can define electric field as negative potential gradient. Electric field is negative potential gradient. That means in the direction of the electric field, if a charge is moved, the potential of the charge goes on decreasing, or we can say in the direction of the electric field, if a charge is moved, it's like we are moving the charge from higher potential point to a lower potential point, right? So this is all regarding the relationship between electric field and electric potential, and this is one of the most important 3-mark question. You go through all previous year question papers, you will find this question. It compulsory 3 marks. Electric potential and capacitance chapter in the, this is one of the most expected 3-mark questions. Obtain a relationship between electric field and electric potential. Right? Is this clear? Derivation clear? Derivation clear? Simple other. Potential difference define matter. dV is equals to dW by Q naught. Work done in formula baridi minus F into dx divided by Q naught. Minus hage retain ಮಾಡಿ F by Q naught na E anta baridi. dx as it is. So E becomes minus dV by dx. Significance ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ಅದರದ್ದು. ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾರು ನಾಳೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ in the direction of the electric field whether the charge moves from higher potential to lower potential or from lower potential to higher potential andre you must be able to answer. If a charge is moved in the direction of the electric field, the charge is actually moving from higher potential point to the lower potential point. Remember this. Next, current electricity ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ನಾಗ ಇದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಟರಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೀಗೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. ವಿ ಸೇ current flows or charge flows in this direction. This is how the charge conventionally flows ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ what do you say about charge flow? Whether the charge is flowing from higher potential point to lower potential point, or it is flowing from lower potential point to higher potential point. What do you say about the potential of the charge? Whether it is flowing from higher potential to lower potential or lower potential to higher potential. Higher to lower. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. A charge flows between 2 points. A charge flows between 2 points. A and B ಮಧ್ಯ charge flow ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ first condition for charge to flow between 2 points, the first condition is there must be potential difference between these 2 points. ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ first condition there must be potential difference between those 2 points, and charge flows on its own only from higher potential point to lower potential point. Suppose if the charge is at this point, and if the potential at this point is 10 volt and the potential at this point is 5 volt, charge is at higher potential and point B is at lower potential. The charge by itself flows from higher potential point to lower potential point. Tantane hoguttade, neeven work mado necessity illa, right? So this is all regarding the ideas of potential. So just go through the relationship between electric field and electric potential. This is quite important, right? So after all understanding the relationship between electric field and electric potential, we need to understand what is meant by an equipotential surface. Equipotential surface. Equipotential surface. See, this term equipotential can be splitted as equipotential can be splitted as equal and potential. Correct alla? Equipotential can be splitted as equal and potential. So this equipotential surface can also be called as equal potential surface. Equipotential surface is nothing but equal potential surface. Suppose here is a surface of a conductor. Say this is a charged conductor. Say this is a charged conductor. You measure potential at this point. E point atra potential measure madidre. Suppose potential at this point is 10 volts. You measure potential at this point B, and the potential at this point B is also observed to be 10 volt. You measure potential at this point C. Even at this point, if you observe the potential to be 10 volt, at this point D, the potential is again observed to be 10 volt. You can call this surface of a charged conductor as an equipotential surface, because potential at each and every point on this surface is the same. This surface ಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರನೂ potential same ಅದಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ this surface where potential is the same at each and every point is called as an equipotential surface. ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ potential 10 volt ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ಅದರ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್. In order to move a test charge from unit positive test charge from infinity to this point, you will have to do 10 joules of work. In order to move a charge of 1 coulomb from infinity to this point, you will have to do 10 joules of work. In order to move a charge of 1 coulomb from infinity to point B, again you are doing 10 joules of work. In order to move test charge from infinity to point C, you are again doing 10 joules of work, and so on. So how do you define equipotential surface antandre? A surface of constant potential. A surface of constant potential is called as an equipotential surface. Or you can also say it is a surface over which electric potential is same at each and every point. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರನೂ electric potential same ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ surfaces ನ ನೀವು equipotential surface ಅಂತ ಕರೀಬಹುದು. The examples for equipotential surface is, sir, ಯಾವುದು equipotential surface ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, the example for equipotential surface is the surface of a charged conductor. The surface of a charged conductor Suppose this is a conducting sphere, and if this conductor is charged, the surface of this conductor will serve as an equipotential surface. Andre ee conductor pratiyondu point hatranu potential same irtude. Such a surface over which electric potential is the same at each and every point is called as an equipotential surface, right? We'll discuss why potential at each and every point will be the same and all those things. Adin discuss mana, we'll discuss that. So can you tell me what will be the potential difference between any 2 points on the equipotential surface? Can you tell me what will be the potential difference between any 2 points on the equipotential surface? A and B, these are the 2 points on the equipotential surface. Can you tell me what will be the potential difference between these 2 points? These 2 points madhya potential difference heltira? Very good. That's the potential difference between any 2 points on the equipotential surface. Potential difference between any 2 points on the equipotential surface will be 0. Potential difference iralla equipotential surface mele 2 points madhya. Yes, that's 0. ಈ high tension wires ಮೇಲೆ high tension wires ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಈ high tension wires ಮೇಲೆ birds ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Birds, they don't get an electric shock. Observe ಮಾಡಿರಾ, ಈ high tension wire ಮೇಲೆ birds ಕೂತಾಗ ಅವಕ್ಕೆ electric shock ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ the body of the bird will be acting like an equipotential surface. The body of the bird will be acting like an equipotential surface. If the body of the bird starts acting like an equipotential surface, what will be the potential difference between any 2 points on the surface? The potential difference between any 2 points on the body of the bird will be 0. ಎರಡು point madhya potential difference illa. There is no potential difference between any 2 points on the body of that bird. If there is no potential difference, the charge doesn't flow between them. The charge doesn't flow between them. ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ ಹೈಟ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಇನ್ 2 containers. See, water can flow from A to B. Water can flow from A to B only if there is a height difference between the waters in container A and B. ಇವೆರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ height difference ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ವಾಟರ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. If there is no potential difference between 2 points, the charge doesn't flow between those 2 points. If charge doesn't flow, there will be no electric current. If charge doesn't flow, there will be no electric current. Hagadre, on the body of the bird, what is the potential difference between any 2 points? The potential difference between any 2 points on the body of the bird is 0. If the potential difference is 0, charge doesn't flow between those 2 points. If charge doesn't flow, there will be no current. So body of the bird current flow, there will be no flow of current through the body of that bird. So there will be no electric shock for that bird. Is this clear? Humans are in contact with ground. Humans are in contact with ground. Ground jote contact nag bandi antandre, this is what happens. Yes. Suppose this is a high tension wire, and if a person is standing on the terrace of a building, and if he accidentally happens to go in contact with this high tension wire, this high tension wire, this high tension wire is at a high voltage. This high tension wire is at high voltage of about 11,000 volts ante, and the ground is supposed to be at 0 volts. Look at the potential difference between the 2 points of contact. Look at the potential difference between the 2 points of contact. Look at the potential difference. Because of the high potential difference between the 2 points of contact, a large current flows through the body of the person, and hence he gets an electric shock. I hope this idea is clear. The bird is not in contact with the ground. The bird is not in contact with the ground. When the bird sits on the wire, the body of the bird will get at the potential of this wire. Ee wire the potential enadalla. Ee body of the bird kuda ade potential ige hogutade. The body of the bird will be at a potential of 11,000 volts. If the high tension wire is at 11,000 volts, the body of the bird will also go at a potential of 11,000 volts. This point will be at 11,000 volts, and this point of the body of the bird will also be at 11,000 volts. So ಈ ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಈ ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. There is no potential difference. So how can the charge flow? How does that bird get electric shock? Not possible. I hope this idea is clear. Equipotential surface clear. What is meant by an equipotential surface? A surface of constant potential is called as an equipotential surface. You are not in contact with the ground. You are not in contact with the ground. See, namige there should be no path or there should be no potential difference between 2 points. ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ದಂಗೆ ನೀವು ಹೈ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ವೈರ್ನ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಂತ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ. there may be some technical issues as well, right? There may be some technical issues as well. If there is no potential difference between 2 points, current doesn't flow between those 2 points. That's it. Is this clear? Is the idea of equipotential surface clear? What is meant by an equipotential surface? What will be the potential difference between any 2 points on